these cars. Okay.
Hey guys, hope you're all well. So here are my top fails of this year 2022. We're going to get straight into the video, but just before we do, I want to say a big massive thank you to each and every one of you who have supported me and the channel over the past year and beyond. So everybody who's watched, liked, subscribed, commented, I really appreciate every single one of you. And yeah, just please keep doing so. So in 2023 we can continue with our mission, which is to help as many learners pass their driving test as possible. Right, so these faults that you're going to see now, some are going to be quite funny, some are going to be really dangerous. And for those of you who do watch regularly, if you think I've missed any fault out that you have seen over the past year, let me know in the comments, because I may even do a part 2 to this. So yeah, let's start with number 10.
Now this is a steep uphill junction. The key is to have the correct speed and select the correct gear on approach, but she approaches too fast. Susie should have selected first gear on approach and used clutch control, and when moving off, she rushes off the clutch pedal and stalls. She doesn't realise that the car is off and in the end asks for help.
Alright, I need some help here.
Okay, you need to restart the car.
Restart that?
Yeah.
Did I stall?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, clutch pedal fully down, yeah?
Yep.
And press the brake, restart the car, turn the key. That's it.
Okay.
Now the car's on. You still need my help?
There we are.
Now she has to get back to the right hand lane as we are turning right at the roundabout. As she checks the mirrors, there is a vehicle approaching quite fast in the right hand lane. So in this situation, if you haven't got enough time or space to change lanes, it's best to go the wrong way. But Daniela is about to go into the right hand lane, so I had to intervene.
Go right on the roundabout,
Watch out, there's a
third
car there.
exit.
Okay, going now. Now, in my opinion, this is probably one of the most dangerous things you can do when driving. Cutting across the path of oncoming vehicles. We have to wait for the oncoming vehicles, and initially Zainab does stop, but then she decides to move off when it's not safe to do so. I had to intervene and press the brake pedal on my side. When we talk about this at the end of the test, Zainab says she hasn't done crossroads where there's multiple lanes ahead like this.
Wait for these cars. Okay. So only go when you can see it's safe, yeah? Okay. You got control again, yeah?
Yes.
Now this fault at the lights did catch me by surprise. David actually thought you're allowed to go once the pedestrians have crossed, even when the lights are red. Just listen to the feedback at the end of the test.
Wait. You gotta wait for the lights to change, yeah? Okay, and that one other thing that I forgot to mention, so you know the pedestrian crossing? Yeah? You stopped, the pedestrians crossed, yeah. The lights are still red, but you were about to go.
Yeah,
What was that?
I thought if the light's red, but if there's no one waiting on the cross, you can go.
Sorry. Have you ever seen that before? What made you think that?
I don't know, I just thought you could.
Actually, what does red light mean?
Stop.
At the end of the road, turn right.
Now this is a fault what got me scared. It's vital to check and make sure it's safe before you decide to emerge out onto the main road. Samji doesn't check properly and is about to pull out when there are vehicles approaching from both the left and right. I had to intervene.
turn right.
Stop, 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 stop. So you have to wait for these cars, yeah? Okay.
Right, sorry for interrupting the video, but this is something really important for those of you who are learning to drive or about to start. So, on your driving lessons, it's your instructor's job to give you the correct knowledge of the topic before you go out and practice it. The driving instructor will take out their folder, iPad, tablet, or whatever they use, and then start to explain everything about the topic that you're going to be practicing. So, this is where some instructors, they don't explain enough. So you're basically doing a topic without the correct knowledge, or some that go on for ages and waste a lot of lesson time. Now this is where the ultimate driving course comes in. So there's a video on every single topic. Yeah, so for example, say if you're doing roundabouts, you watch the video on roundabouts before you go to your lesson, so you're entering the car with the correct knowledge and you know what you're supposed to be doing. This is obviously going to save a lot of time on your lessons, and most importantly, you're going to have the correct knowledge. So to save time, money, and get ready for your driving test a lot quicker, I strongly recommend downloading the ultimate driving course. That's it really. Let's get back to the video.
He is still too close. You can hear the alloy wheel scraping along the curb. This was painful.
Oh. Oh.
Now he scrapes the wheel a bit more. We both knew this was quite bad and just couldn't stop laughing.
Okay.
I already knew that was going to be a problem, but
Sorry, you shouldn't be laughing at that. Right, whenever you're ready.
that's so bad. That's so bad. What are we doing? If this happens on my real test, I'm going to cry. The instructor starts laughing. I'm going to cry so hard.
I should be more professional. Okay,
Oh,
right.
mate.
Okay, so whenever you're ready, if you could move off,
We're going
please.
off.
Yeah. Sorry.
On the approach, he doesn't put the clutch pedal fully down, so stalls. He then struggles to move off, and then tries to go when it's not safe as other vehicles are approaching. In the end, I had to take over.
Okay, wait. Okay, I'll help you out here, yeah? Take your foot off the clutch for me. Press a bit of acceleration, please. A bit more acceleration. Bit more acceleration. Okay, more acceleration. That's it. Okay, that's enough. That's enough. Okay. It's all yours now, yeah?
As he enters the car park, he's in third gear and too fast. He stalls pretty bad.
Oh, it's because of third gear. Okay, brake. Okay, restart the car. Clutch down. Turn the key.
I think even my car had had enough by this point.
Okay, handbrake, neutral. Neutral. Take the key out for me. Turn it towards you. Take it out. Try it again. That's it. Handbrake down.
At this roundabout, she enters when it wasn't safe to do so. There was a van approaching from the right, and the van driver had to brake for us. To be honest, I should have reacted sooner and stopped her from entering. My bad on that part.
Watch it.
Carry on. Let's go to the right there. That's it, just here.
Watch it.
Carry on.
On your actual driving test, the examiner will ask you to park up and then move off at least a couple of times. When you park up, you don't have to switch off the engine as the owner does. And when I ask her to move off, again she doesn't realise the car is still off. I do give her enough time, but she still can't work it out, so I have to help her out. And when the examiner has to intervene like this, it's usually a serious fault.
Thank you, and move off when you're ready.
Is my handbrake on?
Okay, Ziona, the car's still off.
Oh,
That's
that
it.
makes sense. Thank you.
So that's it guys, I really hope you enjoyed the video. Like always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I really hope each and every one of you has an amazing year. Thanks once again.